Hello, everyone. This is many are called, but few are chosen. This is many are called, but few are chosen. I'm here to speak with the chosen ones. The chosen ones. I am also a chosen one. I have come through hard trials and tribulations. I've been persecuted by my inner circle, such as my relatives, mainly my relatives and people in the church. They all came together to conspire against me. I've had jobs sabotaged. They're real bad. The witchcraft is real bad against my finances. I used to be a homeless person several months ago. And, I got accepted to live here at this apartment complex, and this was supposed to be my peace haven. I thought my biggest persecution was me being homeless. But, I got a sneaky phone call from a relative crying, pretending to cry alligator tears, to help me get off the street. And I had already got accepted here on my own. So I got a sneaky call from a relative wanting to get me here quicker. And naturally, I didn't like sleeping out on the street. I didn't like sleeping out in the elements. I hated it. I wanted to. I was ready to, come off the street. So what I did, I let the tears and all the emotionalism and she kept bringing up the word trust me. You just have to trust me. And after you trust me and you let me co-sign with you to get into your apartment sooner, quicker, you have to give me control of all your money. Let me pay your bills. I never had trouble doing that, but I was yeah, but yeah. So this apartment now that was supposed to be my peace haven turned out not to be my peace haven because the relative that cried with the alligator tears got the rest of the family involved. You know, before I knew about it. I was too far in the game. She had already, and I even believe her calling me was a setup. She knew all along. They all knew. They probably all heard the conversation between her and me, and they saw me take the bait. So they knew to come here the day that she was supposed to come and help me get here. The relatives that caused me to be homeless and live under the bridge, the ones that told me I had to either be homeless or live under the bridge, they got involved. Oh my God. They got involved. Okay. So they picked me up the day I was supposed to come here to sign the papers. Okay. Now there was a lot of manipulation and control going on at the meeting. See, I was trying to shut the other relative up that wouldn't stop trying to, project her anger and project her saying I was talking too much, as if I don't have freedom of speech. But she can run her mouth all day long. So I signed the papers, and the landlord says, "Okay, Tanya, once you fill out these papers and sign your name, and I sign my name, and I enter the information into my computer, then after I do that, I will. It'll be like a HIPAA law. Anything I have to discuss with you or you with me, it'll just be between me and you. It's a HIPAA law, okay." So I signed those papers because, hey, I finna get me a new apartment, my peace haven. Lo and behold, I move in here, and the relative that was helping me clean it up and everything was being very loud, very, just toxic, very toxic. There was no, I couldn't find peace. This is what's supposed to be my peace haven. And then while trying to so-called help me get moved in and set up and everything, furniture and everything, my piece is being taken from me. Okay. So finally, she decides, not to come back. Bye bye. So before she leaves, she leaves this love seat that I'm sitting on right now. Her and my other toxic relative, who's very covert, very wicked, very evil, helps her go to my aunt's house. Now, my mother and father, they had furniture at their house that was supposed to be given to me. So, all I get from their house is a recliner. They had a love seat. They had no living room furniture. I had a bedroom suite. I got none of that. I got my daddy's chest and a recliner, and no. But instead of just giving me, instead of just giving me the furniture that was in my parents' house, from the bedrooms, from the bedspreads, the towels. My mom and dad's house was full of it, full of that stuff. I didn't need to take anything from her mother's house, from my aunt's house. Why am I getting furniture from my aunt's house? Well, we didn't have room on the truck, but you had room on the truck to bring my aunt's house of furniture here, but you didn't have the truck to bring my mom and dad's house their furniture over to my new place. That didn't make sense. See, you see the foolery, you see the lies and the deceit that narcissistic people would do. So they knew that I would believe them because I wanted my new place to look nice. So my aunt and my other relative, step aunt, because she's really not my aunt on my daddy's side, my mama's sister. They decide to go to Betty's house to go get some stuff. My daddy had a computer table that same size. Why come I can't have my daddy's computer table? Okay. The relative gives me all her towels and bedspreads, dingy looking beds. I mean, where's mom? Well, I don't want to sleep on your bedspreads. I want to sleep on my mother's and father's bedspreads, not yours. You know, so my aunt and that relative decide to go to my deceased aunt's house. Now, my deceased aunt, she was a diva, let me tell you. She was fierce and fashion. She loved fashion. She loved fashion. And the furniture in her house was top of the line. Okay. She not only dressed the part where she lived, I mean, it was laid out from top to bottom. But they bring me this strange come back. Come back from my aunt's house. They bring me this demonic looking uh, love seat. Look like blood is on it, and I just found out they in witchcraft. That's why that blood stain is on here and all that. So they went and brought this demonic looking love seat that was prayed over, enchanted over, and did spells and rituals and God knows what else. I see the spurts of something. Somebody got, I don't know, brought it to my house for me to lay my body on night after night. And on top of that, they hire some witches and warlocks in the apartment over me. Honey, I have gone through the most weirdest experience in this apartment from these folks above me that I never ever went through before. I mean, it has blown my mind. But I kept my composure. No, it was a war. I stayed in the word, I would go to videos like Pastor Darby. He studied witchcraft, so he knew how to fight it, and he taught others how to fight it, and the Jezebel spirit and all that kind of stuff. So they bring this strain, and when I look at it, I'm saying, did this come from Betty's house? This didn't come from Betty's house. They said, yeah, this was in Betty's house. I said, not Betty Lou Wilson. She wouldn't have nothing that looked like this in her house. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Narcissists, they're gonna stick to their story no matter what. So they bring this decrepit looking thing up in my house, and I'm laying my body on it every night with no peace because the witches and warlocks, by the way, my family, they're in the Freemasons. They're in the Freemasons. And, it's like when I laid my body on it night after night, that's like a evil covenant against my will because I needed somewhere to sleep. So this was brought in for me to sleep on, for me to sit on and sleep on. And this love seat is like a point of contact or a evil agreement between. I mean, I don't want to have. I'm not trying to have no evil agreement, but that was the whole plan. That every time I lay down on this sofa at night, and this just the fact that this is in my house, or God knows whatever else. Oh yeah, I got to tell you something else. I've been attacked like crazy. I mean, um, the stuff that I have experienced in my apartment from the shenanigans that's going on up there has been mind blowing, and it has been on an everyday, nonstop basis. If I wake up in the middle of the night, they wake up in the middle of the night and walk. It's like they know everywhere I walk in my house. So this is how deep the rabbit hole goes. Everywhere that I walk in my house, they follow me. If I went in that room, they was right above me. If I went in my kitchen, they was right there. I mean, it's like, what in the world? Oh, bugs and flies. Um, uh, uh, it's crazy. But through the Most High and stand in His Word, I've been able to be strong. Okay. I've had another family like friend. She's not really what I'm not gonna call. She's not my friend. The Lord showed me that she was my mother's best friend. Don't you know? I was training for a job, and that's not the first job that has been sabotaged. Okay, the riffraff up there has caused my devices to shut down for no reason, and I couldn't get him to cut back on. I mean, because my narcissistic family know that I work from home, and when you work from home, you use your laptops or your computers or whatnot. I have had all kinds of phones shut down. I've had laptops shut down. I mean, it's been crazy. Just sabotage after sabotage after sabotage. And you know about the 10 days of darkness is coming up, the famine that's coming. I needed to work on those jobs to fortify myself. I've been here some months now, and I have yet been able to do anything to fortify myself. Food, water, non-perishable, you name it. And here it is, Christmas, almost 2022, which is when the crap was supposed to hit the fan. I haven't been able to do anything, because of the demonic satanic attacks against me, against my finances, to keep me in a state of lack. And these folks, it's like they're living above me. They were sent here through my Freemason family to live. They have to literally live above me. not just come and go or sit out in the parking lot. No, they live up there 24/7 to make sure I am everything is blocked. It's been war. It's been something else up in here. It's been something else up in here. But I go to sleep. I lay my body down on this wicked uh love seat night after night, and that's like a point of a agreement, which I don't want to do. I don't want to sleep on the floor. And I've been trying to get call moving companies to even the repair people, and I got something to say about that too. The repair people to move this thing out my house and other furniture that was not my mother's furniture, that was not my father's furniture. They had vacuum cleaners. They had everything I needed at their house or at the storage after I got out of there. No, but I got my aunt's stuff. I got my cousin's stuff. Why? I mean, woo, it's crazy. And speaking of the repairman, okay, now mind you, the landlord obviously was in on this. The landlord was obviously in on this. Okay. Um, I didn't trust the repairman unless I was here and I had a work order. I didn't trust the repairman coming in my house. I told him to come fix that heater over here. He didn't come fix it yet. He came once. It worked for a little while, then it stopped again, and then I called it back. Nothing. So when I realized the shenanigans that was taking place, I didn't trust even the repairman or my landlord, because I've called her multiple occasions about the riffraff above me. Oh, well, we can't tell them how to walk in their house. It's not. That's not the point. There is witchcraft going on up there. I hear it. I can even smell the. I can smell the smells. One time I went to take a shower. One night I went to take a shower. I'm in my house thinking I'm in the privacy of my house. I come out of the shower and I come in here to dry off and everything. And the minute I start putting my lotion on my nude body, this creep, because I can hear their footsteps, this creep walks over me. And did you know this dude started snapping pictures? This warlock was snapping pictures of my naked body. I mean, he was making sure he was getting it from every angle. Now, hey, I pray to the Lord every day. Lord, forgive them. They know not what they do. Because God won't fight for me if I don't have my heart posture has to be right. You know what I'm saying? Every day I have to constantly tell the Most High and remind myself, Lord, forgive them. They know not what they do. It, Forgive them. They know not what they do. Every day, I have to keep speaking this every day to keep my heart posture right, because it has not been easy going through what I've gone through up in this apartment. It has not been easy. I never went through anything like this before. But yeah, about the repairman. When was it? When was it? Um, Thursday? Was it Thursday? Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday? Usually they come on the 16th. But I didn't let them in here because I didn't trust none of them. I told the landlord, I'll pay and get my own pest control out of my own pocket. And this whole time has been okay. And every month that they knocked, they gave me time to come to my door. But this time, that means it's getting deeper and deeper and deeper, because they know their punishment